Welcome to the Village Gymnasium, Doniphan, Missouri, for tonight's contest between the Malden Green Wave and your Doniphan Dons. Now for the starting lineup for the JV Green Wave. Number 10, Cameron Meese. Number 15, Ty Miller. Number 22, Pregame Wade. Number 25, Bill Z. Pregame. And number 45, Ronnie Hamilton. And get on your feet. Put those hands together for your Doniphan Dons. Number 1, Trey Jensen. Number 12, Alex Sturgeon. Number 22, McGuire Bogo. Number 24, Levi Rowling. And number 15, Michael Owen. Folks, please remember, this is not just a sporting event, it's also an educational opportunity. So please practice and teach good sportsmanship.
guys are playing like they're in molasses. See what happens next game. He won it. She's got enough meat on her that she's not going to get bounced out of there. They got the foul. South, but she was the only girl on that team. She scored 32.
That's it.
Yeah. State at 2 people. Everybody was here last night. She's on the game.
Steve Moore, Steve for Josie Brickens.
Change that cost for game to 530. So
that's cost that may go.
I got to get up at 4 o'clock.
Is that cost? Is that at cost?
No. You got to get out here on 0.0 cost. They changed the game to 530. The first was 5. And then they're changing that for all teams too.
counting out, so they have a little bit of time to rest for the varsity.
Probably only gonna play 2 or 3 quarters. If you don't play 2 quarters, you shouldn't think about it.
Well, they might be. I don't know what that. It might be putting it on the radio.
Ray Jackson.
Backboard it. Shoot it, Jacob. Shoot it. Come on, shoot. Shoot, Chris.
Oh. I'm at. Hey, I forgot to tell you a while ago. Are you anybody texting you on the girls' game? I know it's probably not going to be good, but I just wondering. Okay. All right. Okay. Hang on just a second. I forgot to put my glasses on. Hang on. Are they starting number 10? 10, 12, I can tell you. 10, 12, hang on. 30? 35? Now this one I'm torn. It's either 21 or 50. Okay, Matt, I'm back. All right, I'm ready to go. All right, talk to you later. Just text me if you want to on the girls' score. I'll keep my phone up here. Okay. All right. See you later.
Karaoke night, guys. What guys?
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome. I'm back at Doniphan High School for the fourth night in a row. Doesn't happen very often like that, but it has this week. And tonight, the Malden Green Wave have come to town to take on your Doniphan Dons. And I dug out the score sheet. These two teams played over at Bloomfield at the Christmas tournament for third place. And this was one of the, in my opinion, the most disappointing games of the year for the Dons. I don't know if they just ran out of gas after playing 3 nights in a row or what, But Malden had the same thing. But as I look back at the score, at halftime, the Dons were leading 33-32. Now listen to that, 33-32. At the end of the game, the Dons lost 66-40. They only scored 3 points in the third quarter and 4 points in the fourth quarter. And it was just like somebody flipped the switch off. It was on in the first half and flipped it off in the second half. And it was a complete blowout. And it was a very, very discouraging second half of basketball that night over at Bloomfield after the Dons come so close to beating Hayti in the semifinals to get to the championship game. And they came out and played good for one half, but just did not get it done. And in that game, I remember this very well. Chance Booker, 6'2" senior, had 10 three-pointers and scored 32 points. And they had 4 players score. All of them scored in double figures. And also they had Deshaun Butler is probably their second best player. He had 12. Broderick Anniser had 12. And Malcolm McBride had 10. Now they have 2 really small. It says they're 5'7" and 5'8". I'm not even really sure that they're that big. Now McBride did score 10 points, but some of those were late in the game after the game was out of reach. But the 2 guards for them will not shoot the ball from the outside at all, or at least they didn't in the Bloomfield Christmas tournament. And the Dons made a mistake of when they got around somebody, picking them up and helping and leaving Booker wide open, and he buried them that night with 32 points. Also in that game, if you'll remember, Clay Barton, I think, had 108 points in those 4 games over there. He had 20 points in the first half when the Dons were up 33-32. He scored 1 point in the second half. Dons didn't have anybody else in double figures. The next closest was Trent Lippold with 8, and then it dropped off to 4 points. So the Dons probably they can beat this team, and they're playing them here on their home floor, so hopefully they'll shoot the ball better. And even though they played a couple of games this week, they have won 2 in a row. They should be a little more rested than they were the first time. But like I said, Malden had the same deal. They had to play 4 games 4 days in a row as well over there. So that's what we got for you here. The Dons Junior Varsity lost 54-37. And I just got a text from Matt over at Neelyville. The Junior Varsity girls lost 60-54. That was a pretty close ball game in the JV game. The Donettes are playing Neelyville. They should be starting here shortly with the varsity game over there. We're going to try to get updates on that for you and let you know. There's a good crowd here at Bill L. Wright Gymnasium tonight. And actually, the far side over there is just about completely full, and this side over here is probably 2/3 of the way full. So there's a good crowd here on this Friday night. The Dons are 7-11 on the season. As I said, they've won 2 in a row. And their next game after tonight will be on Tuesday. And they will host the Neelyville Tigers here at home. That's the night we've got the girls game for you first. A makeup game with Koshkonong. And they've switched the start time on that to 5:30 instead of 5 o'clock for the girls game. And then the boys will play Neelyville, junior varsity, and a varsity game. Also senior night, so it's going to be a long night. We'll give you a little more on the updated schedule here at halftime. We're getting ready for our national anthem and the starting lineups. And when we get ready for the national anthem, we'll take a break here on the radio. Hope you're also watching us on YouTube tonight. We've got Tuesday night's games. Will all be the only ones the rest of the year you'll be able to watch. The rest of them will be on the radio. We're quickly winding down the season here. Boy, it gets here, and it seems like it goes by so fast. All right, well, we're getting set for the national anthem here, and we'll be We'll be back in about a minute and a half, about 90 seconds, and we'll give you the starters for the Green Wave and the Dons. Stay with us.
Doniphan was removed for tonight's varsity contest between the Malden Green Wave and your Doniphan Dons. Now, folks, please stand. Gentlemen, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem by the Doniphan High School Pep Band.
moment back here at Doniphan High School. As I said, this is our 4th night in a row here at Doniphan, and one more home game to go for each, the boys and the girls, and that's going to be on Tuesday night for both. As I look at my score sheet from the last time these two teams played, both teams are starting, I think, the exact same 5 as they did that night. Starting for Malden, Ontario Reed, a 5'7" senior. Deshaun Butler, a 5'9" senior. Broderick Anniser, a 6'2" senior. A 5'8" senior, Malcolm McBride. And a 6'2" senior, Chance Booker. For the Dons, being introduced right now, Coach Logan Nutt will send out Jared Dutton, a 5'9" senior. Clay Barton, a 6'2" senior. Jake Eddington, a 6'2" sophomore. Michael Owens, a 6'5" freshman. And Trent Lippolt, a 6'6" junior. Rounds out the starting 5. Dons in their home whites again. They've been wearing them all week this week. Trimmed in gold and black. Green, and Malden will be in green, trimmed in white, and there's a little bit of a, I think it's about the same color gold the Dons have on their numbers of their uniform. And I don't know if this is a joke or not, but they're putting Ontario Reed at 5'7" in there to jump. Now that against Trent Lippold 6'6", they put Broderick Anniser in there instead. Don's going right to left, Malden left to right, and the ball tipped into the back court, and Malden will have the first possession. McBride dribbles into the front court, gives it to Reed on the right wing. Back to McBride, quickly to the left side. Booker for 3. Here we go again. Oh my gosh, I hope this don't happen again tonight. Last night I apologize because I was horrible last night calling that game. I was getting down on the girls so bad. I'm going to try not to do that tonight, but I cannot figure out why he can be so open. I mean, 10 threes the last time they played him. Malden gets a quick 3-0 lead. Booker is actually their tallest, or tied for their tallest player on their roster. And he outside shooting 3-pointers, doesn't play inside at all. Barton guarded by McBride. Barton takes it down, his shot up no good. That was contested. And the read comes down to Anniser. The rebound comes to Anniser. McBride gives the ball to Booker, way out on the left side. Back to McBride. He gives it to Reed. In the corner, Butler back to Reed. Reed in the lane to Anniser. Double team, kicks it out to Butler. 3-pointer up and good. Those are the two best players, and they both hit their first 3-point shot, so that does not bode good for the Dons. I don't know if they think they can't guard them man-to-man or what, but, man, got to have somebody closer to those shooters. 6-0, favor Malden. They've had 2 trips, 2 shots, and 2 3-pointers. Jake Eddington gives the ball back out front to Barton. Malden in man-to-man. Dons were playing the zone on the other end. Lippold at the head of the key. Over to Dutton on the right side. Dutton dribbles to the baseline. Loses his dribble. And he throws a bad pass. Goes under Lippold. But Clay Barton's there to pick it up. And he's going to shoot a 3. And it's good. All 3 baskets have been 3-pointers. 2 for Malden, 1 for the Dons. And Butler lobs it over the top to Anniser on the left wing. And he gives it back to Butler. Fakes the 3. Gives it to Reed, now to McBride. And those two, like I said, the last time I seen them play 3 days over there at Bloomfield, and those two, I bet they didn't attempt 10 shots between them from outside the lane. Now, they did get some layups, I think, but it'd be hard for them to get a layup against the zone, I think. Booker has it batted right back to him. Reed, nice pass as he penetrated, and that's what you got to watch out for with the little guys, McBride. And Anniser gets an easy bucket. He penetrated and drew the big man to him. Barton back at the other end, 3, no good. Ball tipped around. It's loose on the floor, and McBride beats everybody to it. Going in on the left side, lays it up, no good. As Jake Eddington got back and done a nice job to contest the shot. And the Dons get the rebound. Barton dribbles into the down the left side, tries to drop it off to Lippold, and it is knocked out of bounds by Malden. Malden is awfully quick, but that loose ball out there that McBride got a while ago, Dons looked like they were running in quicksand, and he beat them to it. Lippold has it knocked away by Butler as he tries to drive to the basket. Butler end to end goes down, and he lays it up, and it's good. Big guy shouldn't be trying to put the ball on the floor against quick guards. And whether they're playing a zone or man-to-man, it doesn't make any difference. Big guys should not put the ball on the floor in the paint. Barton fakes the three, steps into the right elbow, jumper's good. The play's off to a pretty good start. Dons can't get any stops on the other end. Back to the press. McBride is fouled by Dutton as he grabbed him on the arm. 4:32 to go in the first quarter. Malden leading 10-5. They'll inbound it in the front court, and McBride will get into the back court so they don't be in any danger of getting a back court violation. And the Dons are backing off of McBride. Kicks it out to Butler. Back out to McBride near midcourt. Bounces in the lane to Reed. He was wide open at the free throw line. Doesn't want to shoot it. Back to McBride. He penetrates. And he tries to kick it out, and the Dons do a good job. They steal it that time. See, he got up in the air, and he didn't want to shoot it in there in the big guys. Clay, a long three-pointer, no good. Ball tipped around. Lippold's got it, and he puts it up, and he missed it. Gets his own rebound again, goes up with it again, missed it. And Booker's going to come out with it. A nice hustle, but couldn't get the shot to go. Butler, a little hesitation move, cut off by Barton, and a three-pointer missed by Booker. I can't believe it, he missed one. Pass up ahead to Eddington, and he'll wait on his teammates. Dutton down into the paint. His little runner's up and good. Tough shot hit there by Jared Dutton, and it's 10-7. That gives the Dons a chance to set up in their press. McBride dribbles over to the right side. He dribbles it all the way through to Butler in the right corner. Another three, no good. And the little guy, Reed, gets the offensive rebound. There's too many things that shouldn't happens in these games. And another offensive rebound. Butler going to try it again. He missed it again. Finally, Lippold gets the rebound after about 3 tries from Malden. Dutton dribbles down, kicks it out to Jordan LaRue. Down to Lippold, and one of the little guys, I believe Reed's going to pick up a foul as he grabbed the arm of Trent Lippold. That's Reed's first foul. First team foul. And we got some substitutions. Number 50, Dontarian Triplett. If you're watching on TV, you can tell he probably played on the football team. Lippold, turnaround jumper, no good. Ball batted out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Dons. I thought Malden brought in 2 guys, but don't believe they did. So Malden got a little bit bigger, wider for sure. 10-7, Dons trailing Malden here with 2:50 to go in the first quarter. And Coach Nutt calls the timeout, so we'll take one too. We'll be back in 30 seconds on KYEC 88.3 FM. Jake Eddington gets a bucket for the Dons to pull them within 1 at 10-9. And going up the floor, Clay Barton knocks the ball out of bounds. Anniser checks out for Malden, and Reed comes back in. So they got the two little guards on the floor again. Butler's not that big, but he plays bigger than he is. Booker in the corner, dribbles back to the wing, comes out front. Back to McBride. Dribbles into the paint, little runner up, no good. And Jordan LaRue with the rebound. Gives it to Clay Barton. Dons with a chance to take their first lead. Pass to Lippold, backs out of there with it, and he's going to travel. Got to get a shot off, folks. He caught the ball about 8 feet from the basket. When he ended up walking, he was about 10 feet or 12 feet from the basket without putting it on the floor. Pass ahead to Reed in the paint. Butler, fall away jumper is good. It happens about 9 times out of every 10. You have a chance to take the lead and throw it away. The other team comes back and score. 12-9. Malden with a 3-point lead. Dutton's got to get some help. Barton comes around behind him, dribbles out front. Minute 35 to go in the first half. Or excuse me, first quarter. Barton gets a screen, finds a path to the basket, goes in, and he's stripped. They're going to call it on the floor. That one is on Reed too, so he's got both team fouls, or both fouls for Malden. And Anderson is going to quickly get up off the bench and come back in. Be Don's ball under their basket, trailing 12-9. Barton inbounds it to Jake Eddington on the wing. Dribbles to the head of the key. He'll hand it to Barton. Barton's guarded by McBride. Barton's got the height advantage. Good screen. Clay Barton misses the jumper. It was right on line, just a hair too long. Pass up ahead. McBride on the three-point line. Cross court. Booker open again. And he missed another one. But an offensive rebound by Butler is at 5'9". He just out hustled and outmaneuvered Trent Lippold. You got to figure out a way to keep that from happening, but first thing to do is not let him get inside position on you. Clay just about falls down, keeps his footing, throws it back out, and Butler intercepts it. Anderson coming down the other side. Butler takes it in, lays it up, it's good, and he's fouled. There we go again. One of my pet peeves, you have got, if you're going to foul him on that, you've got to make sure that he does not make the shot. Butler already got 11 points. Derek Ferguson, Michael Owen, Max Torres, and Cameron Kelly come in. And everybody comes out but Jake Eddington. Don's had the ball with down 10-9 a while ago and turned it over. And since then, let's see, 6 straight points for Malden, and I think all of them by Butler. Yeah, all of them by Butler. Butler trying to finish off a three-point play, missed it, and they just about got the offensive rebound. Ferguson will bring it up the right side. 25 seconds to go in the first quarter. Gives it to Kelly on the right wing. Kelly gets a screen. Back over to Ferguson on the right wing. Owens is posting up, but he's too far out. Torres gives it to Eddington in the corner. Fires a three-pointer. It's short. Ball tipped around, and McBride gets it. He's going to cut back into the lane. Hands it over to, well, we had number 23 in there. I didn't see him check in. That was Keelan Williams. He missed the shot, and the buzzer sounds into the first quarter, and Malden leading 16-9. Listen to Don's basketball. We'll be back in 1 minute. Yeah, I told her on here. It's 60-54 is what it said. That's a high-scoring JV game. (16-9). Malden leads it at the end of the first quarter. Dons will have the first possession. And we got Ferguson, Kelly. Ferguson with a fall-away jumper, no good. And Booker rebounds for the Green Wave. McBride finds his way down into the paint, and he tries to pass it over to Williams, and it's knocked out of bounds by Jake Eddington. The Dons have Eddington, Owen, Kelly, Torres, and they leave Butler wide open in the middle of the lane. 13 points. He's outscored the Dons by 4 by himself. And Derek Ferguson throws it away. No pressure on defense whatsoever. Kelly was guarded and he was not open. Williams checks out and Annister comes back in. The Malden's got Booker and Triplett, Butler, McBride, and Annister in the game. McBride just dribbles through the Dons defense, passes ahead to Annister, gets a screen from Triplett. And the Dons got another break as Annister caught the ball on his hip going up, and then he lost it and it went out of bounds. When Triplett sets a screen, you're going to know it. You're going to have a hard time getting around him too. 18-9. Backdoor pass. That's 2 in a row turned over by Ferguson. Ferguson been playing pretty good, but that's 2 really bad passes in a row. Triplett catches underneath and he's going to be fouled. Cameron Kelly picks that one up. His first and the 3rd team foul on the Dons. And bounce pass comes to Butler. Didn't take it, gives it to Booker instead, and he missed it. Surprised Butler didn't shoot that. He'd already made 2 threes from that same spot. Ferguson hands the ball to Kelly, gets it right back. Now to Jake Eddington, out at the volleyball line. Annister guarding him, but he backs off of him. In the corner, Ferguson's 3-pointer, it's no good. And the Dons can't get an offensive rebound, but a couple times Malden has lost it out of bounds. Now Williams comes in, and he's going to replace Booker. Ferguson inbounds it to Owens out front. He gives it to Kelly. Backdoor, Eddington's open. Fakes, puts it up, and scores. And we're getting ready to get a line change. Oh, they call the foul as well. Called it on Deshaun Butler. Oh, no, wait a minute. Annister. And we got Dutton, Barton, LaRue, and Lippold back in. And Trey Jackson's at the scorer's table to check in. Free throw missed, and good hustle by Trent Lippold as he ties up Annister. But it will be Malden's basketball in the alternating possession. Dons just cannot make free throws. 18-11. And McBride will walk it up. Now the Dons put Lippold down in the front of that zone. McBride just goes around it. And wide open underneath is Williams. Good pass by Butler. And they're picking that zone apart. Ball into Lippold, and he gets pushed out by Triplett to pass the free throw line. You're going to have to catch it deeper if we're going to let him push him out like that. Barton gives it in the corner. Trey Jackson puts it on the floor, stops on the baseline. Out to LaRue. He's open. 3-pointers up and no good. And Butler goes high and gets the rebound and quickly into the front court already. In the corner, Annister dribbles baseline and runs over Jordan LaRue. LaRue draws the charge on Annister. Annister's got 2 fouls, and Ontario Reed has 2 fouls. And Annister's going to the bench as Booker comes back in. (20-12) in favor of Malden. 5:43 left in the first half. Don's pretty much been lighting up the scoreboard the last couple of games, but haven't been playing near the caliber team as Malden is. But in the Lippold jump hook, that ball slipped out of his hands on the way up. He missed it. And Butler brings it up the floor. They better stop the basketball. They leave him open. He doesn't take it. Gives it to Booker in the corner. Booker dribbles back to the wing. Out front to McBride. Penetrates. Kicks it to Booker. Going to step over to the left and shoot a three. No good. And LaRue gets the rebound. Dutton quickly into the front court. Hands it off to Lippold. And Lippold puts it on the floor and they take it away from him again. Williams outruns the basketball. And Trey Jackson comes up with it. I don't know. Trent's got to learn you cannot put that ball on the floor against those guards. They've taken away from him. Dutton misses a shot and gets his own rebound and goes up and a foul call. That one is on Triplett. And Jared Dutton will shoot 2 free throws. So the substitution at scores table for Malden, Dylan Dearman, a 6-foot senior. Dutton's free throw is good. Jared has 3 points, and it's 20-12. Triplett checks out. That's the 15th foul against Malden. Dutton eyes it up, puts it in the air, no good. And Williams rebounds it. Hands the ball to McBride. McBride dribbles over to the left side, gives it to Williams. He's going to fire a three-pointer. It's no good. And Trey Jackson with a nice box out, gets the rebound for the Dons. Pass up ahead, Lippold with a nice catch, but he's too far into the basket. Throws it out to Jordan LaRue, his three-pointer way off. And a nice job there by Jackson. He didn't get that rebound, but he had inside position. Jake Eddington, Michael Owens, and Alex Sturgeon check into the ball game. LaRue, Lippold, and Dutton, I believe, check out. Coach Logan Nutt is searching for somebody who can, 5 guys who can kind of put it together out there on the floor. Deshaun Butler drives to the basket and lays it in again. Last time it was Booker that killed the Dons. This time it's Butler. He already has 15. He's outscored the Dons by himself. Jackson gives the ball to Owens between the circles. Backdoor pass is batted by Dearman. Picked up by Butler. Butler's going to take it all the way. Goes down and a blocking foul and the bucket's good. Butler's going to get 20 here in the first half. Foul's on Owen. And Malden's got the Dons doubled, 24-12. Butler looking for point number 18 already. He missed the free throw. Dearman backs Sturgeon out and puts it up no good. And Butler's going to come up with a loose ball. Booker in the corner, three-pointer good. Barton stops and shoots a three, no good. Going to get out of hand if it's not already. Butler into the paint, hands it off to Williams, wide open and lays it in. Dons are playing, no resistance whatsoever, none. The Dons are just letting them dribble through the paint, and the Dons turn it over with nobody back on the end on defense. I looked away, I wasn't sure what they done there, but they threw it into somebody that wasn't watching, I guess. Well, the Dons in danger of getting blowed out here in the first half. I mean, they're just dribbling through that zone, in and out of it all they want. Here goes Butler again. Dearman's wide open, and he should have shot. He ends up getting it to go anyway, but he waited on the defense to get there, but he got it to go anyway. 31-12. Barton into the paint. His little jumper no good. And Booker with a rebound. Outlet pass to McBride. McBride kicks it back to Butler. Steps into a three-pointer. Off, no good. Eddington with a rebound. 2:40 left in the first half. Dons have 12 points. They've scored 80 and 79, I believe, the last 2 games. Barton's fall-away jumper, no good again. Booker fakes the three-pointer, steps back, shoots the three-pointer. No good, and Barton with a rebound. Pass up ahead. Jackson's going to try a three. It's in and out. Ball loose on the floor. Dearman's going to get it. They get in every loose ball, and they got a 2-on-1 again. Over to McBride. Goes down, lays it up. He missed it. Ball tipped back out to Booker. Open from the free throw line. Jumper good. 33-12, folks. Don's getting it put on them here with 1:58 to go in the first half. And just got a text. The Donettes are trailing over at Neelyville 21-9 at the end of the first quarter. That's a tough game to have to go into after losing the way they did last night against Twin Rivers after not playing well at all. But they're down 21-9 at the end of the first quarter. (33-12), and Deshaun Butler lighting up the scoreboard. He's got 17 already. Him and Booker have 25 of their 33, and the Dons only have 12 as a team. Let's see. Dons bring Dutton back in for Clay Barton. As we got 1:58 to go in the first half, be Don's ball. Dutton passes Trey Jackson. Back to Dutton. Dutton on the right wing. Puts it on the floor, guarded closely by Butler. Over to Jake Eddington. Eddington to Owens at the free throw line. Gonna go down, go up with the shot, and he gets it to go. And the ball knocked out of bounds by Jared Dutton. And the Dons keep pressing, but they have not got anything out of it so far. And they still don't. Ball was batted away. Two of the Dons fighting for it. Either one of them could have stole it, and they knocked it away from each other to Butler right under the basket. And nobody there to even come close to stop him. And Jared Dutton with a nice move. He's going to get the bucket and a free throw. And that foul's on Deshaun Butler. That's his first. 1:14 to go. That makes it 35-16. Dutton's free throw is good. 6 points for Jared Dutton. And McBride passes up in the front court to Butler. Now in the corner to Williams. Williams dribbles out of the double team. Cross court, Booker wide open. Three-pointer is up, no good. And he's going to get his own rebound, and up Jake Eddington beats him to it. He decides to circle around. Dutton dribbles to the baseline. Goes up and under with a shot, too hard. And Booker clears the boards. McBride dribbles over towards the left side. 35 seconds left in the first half. And Coach Andrew Halford tells McBride to back it out. They're going to try to go for the last shot here. 35-17. 18-point lead for Malden. McBride dribbles down into the paint, kicks it out to Booker. Faked the three-pointer and handed it right back to McBride. Down to 14 seconds now. McBride gives it back to Butler, looks up at the clock. And nobody goes out and guards him. He missed it, but Dearman gets the rebound, puts it up, missed it. And they almost got another one up there. As the Dons acts like when the ball comes down, it's going to come to me. They don't go after it. 35-17 halftime score. Dons trailing by 18 to the Malden Greenway. We'll be back in 2 minutes to run down the first half scoring. Stay with us. know, it's getting hot. Green wave on top of the Dons, 35-17. Deshaun Butler has outscored the Dons by himself in the first half. He has 19 points to lead Malden. Chance Booker, who had 32 the last time, they've held him to 8. He's hit 2 3-pointers and a 2. Butler the last time scored 12, and he's already got 19 this time. He hit the other 3-pointer. They've hit 3 threes in the first half. And the other scorers, Booker with 8, Williams with 4, Anniser with 2, and Dearman with 2. They shot 3 free throws in the first half, missed all of them. For the Dons have had 4 players score. And when you have 4 players scoring 6 points as your leading scorer, you're pretty much in trouble. Dutton's got 6, Barton 5, Eddington 4, Owen 2, and the Dons were 2 of 4 from the free throw line. It was 16-9 at the end of the first quarter. Dons got 8 points that quarter. Malden scored 19 and opened it up big here, 35-17. Malden also won the JV game 54-37. And I got a score a little while ago on the girls. They were losing 21-9 at the end of the first quarter over at Neelyville. I'm going to take another 2-minute break, and we'll come back and tell you what's coming up next week. The Ozark Foothills Conference Tournament starts a week from tomorrow up at Clearwater, but we have some regular season games next week to talk about before the tournament. Be back in 2 minutes. Listen to Don's Basketball on KYEC 88.3 FM. 'Please stop.
I'm sorry.
(35-17). Malden on top of the Dons here at halftime. We're going to be off on Monday night. Tuesday night we'll be back here for senior night for the girls and the boys. At 5:30 we'll have the girls against Koshkonong, and then the boys are going to be taking on Neelyville, and that is a big game for the boys as they sit at 3-1 in the OFC, and I think Neelyville is undefeated, and Twin Rivers also has only lost 1 game. So could end up at a 3-way tie that night for first place, and then the seedings are the next day for the OFC tournament. So a big game there as far as where you're going to get seeded for the OFC tournament. That is on Tuesday, beginning at 5:30. The girls against Cautionong, the boys against Neelyville a little later on. And with it being senior night, it'll probably be at least 8:30 before the varsity boys game starts. Then on Wednesday night next week, we've got another makeup game. And after saying they weren't going to do it this way to start with, the Greenville coach, AD, has called and said that they will go ahead and play the boys and the girls game on Wednesday night up at Greenville. And the girls game is set to start at 5 o'clock, and then the boys game later on that night at Greenville. And then on Thursday, the girls will be at Dora, and the boys are going to be at Winona. And then on Saturday, Ozark Foothills Conference Tournament starts. And the OFC seed meeting is next Wednesday. So that's what's going to be going on next week. And I hadn't made up my mind yet about the Thursday game. We'll wait till a little closer to figure out what we're going to do there. I'm going to take one more 1-minute break, and we'll get back with second half action. Don's Trail 35-17. I'm going to make a request for next year. If they're going to have that band there, I want them to put us on the other side. That is just killing me. I know they can't hear what I'm saying. There's no way. It's about to break my eardrums with the headset on. I don't know how you're standing it. Can you hear it all? Well, we'll see if the Dons make any adjustments here at halftime. They trail by 18 points, only scored 17 in that first half. It'll be their ball first, and Barton, Eddington, LaRue, Lippolt, and Jared Dutton's out there. Reed, McBride, Butler, Booker, and Anniser for Malden. Barton still being guarded by Malcolm McBride. Jordan LaRue with the basketball, hands it to Clay Barton. Barton puts it on the floor, jump stop, goes down, shot up, no good. And Trent Lippolt with a nice rebound, puts it up, and it's good. There you go. That's more like it. That's his first bucket of the game, folks. Malden breaks the press easily again. McBride into the paint, out in the corner to Booker. He's going to shoot a long two, and it's good. The Dons, when they're not on him and he catches the ball, they run at him, and he just gives them a little fake, and they fly right by him, and he just steps to the side or in a little bit and shoots it. You got to stay on the floor. You can't just run at him. They're not going to stop the shot anyway by running at him. Dons get it low to Lippolt, turns and missed the shot. And Anniser with the rebound. Well, it looks like the Dons are going to make a concentrated effort to get the ball inside, but as much bigger as he got to make that shot. Reed gets the ball back out front to McBride. Don's still in the zone, and they're sagging it in. Booker got it on the baseline, back to Butler. Butler penetrates, Booker wide open in the corner, and nails it again. All he does is just penetrates, the Dons go off on him, leave him wide open in the corner, and Butler knows how to find him. And we got a official over at the scores table. I don't know what they're talking about there. I thought they called a timeout, but they didn't. Oh, they had the score wrong up on the board. They got it now. It's 40-19 is the score. And 6:33 to go in the third quarter. Malden is up that 18-point halftime lead to 21. And Butler just catches the ball, dribbles towards the paint. They converge on him instead of keeping somebody out there by Booker and just letting Lippold and LaRue, the big guys, take care of Butler. They've been taught so much to help on defense, that they forget who's in the corner. You can't forget. That's just like last night with the girls when they left Caitlin South wide open. Another steal, this time by Reed. And down in the corner to Anniser. Nice move by Anniser, and he puts it in. 42-19, and they just keep on widening it out. Into Lippold, he missed it again. And an offensive rebound by Eddington. His shot's blocked. He puts it up again, it's blocked. Ball saved in bounds to LaRue. He missed the shot. And the Dons cannot throw it in the ocean standing on the shore. Butler back at the other end, that's good. 21 for Butler. Back at the other end, Lippold catches and Butler flies by and he gets one to go. But boy, he's missed 2 or 3 easy ones right underneath the basket. 44-21. I don't know what it is about this Malden team. And another beautiful pass from McBride as he just penetrates into the lane. All 5 guys go to him. That's going to leave somebody open, and he can find them. Anniser gets the bucket, and he'll go to the free throw line. That foul. They got number 12 up there, but there's not a number 12 out there. Anniser's free throw is good. That's the first made free throw from Malden tonight. That's the only thing they haven't done well. Clay Barton dribbles over to the left side. In the lane, Lippold goes up with it and scores. He should be able to do that every time, folks. We got a halftime score on the Donettes game. They're trailing 45-26 down at Neelyville. Butler penetrates out in the corner again. They pick up Booker quickly this time. Gives it back to Butler in the corner. Lippold out close to him. Penetrates into the lane. Out to Butler out front. Long three-pointer. And that almost went in. He was out almost the volleyball line. Jake Eddington with a rebound. Pass up ahead as Lippold beats everybody down and lays it in. Well, Malden went to sleep on that one. Somebody did. 47-25. 4:25 to go in the third quarter. McBride's got 3 guys on him out front. The Dons better hurry up. He penetrates. Kicks it out to Butler. Wide open 3. Steps into it. It's good. Got 3 guys following a guy that's not going to shoot the basketball unless he's got a layup. Don't understand it. And McBride takes it away from Dutton, and we're going to have a foul off the ball on the Dons. It's going to be on Jordan LaRue. Anniser checks out, and Triplett comes back in. And Malden's got the Dons doubled again at 50-25. McBride passes it over to Butler. Butler penetrates, gives it to Triplett, and he muscles it up, and he scores. He's so big down there, he takes up a lot of room. Dutton penetrates into the lane. He throws it up, and he missed it. Triplett with a rebound. Butler dribbles up inside the paint, gives it out to Booker, wide open again, and he missed one. But he knows where number 35 is at every time he dribbles into the paint. And Jake Eddington takes it down, and he lays it in. He was kind of trailing the play there on Dutton dribbling it up, and got there just in time to catch the pass and lay it in. McBride dribbles through the double team. Here he goes again. This time he shoots it and he missed it. And that's the best defense for the Dons, is to let him shoot it, I'm telling you. Back the other way, Dutton gives it to Clay Barton. Barton step back 3 in the corner, no good. And Booker gets the rebound. And McBride walks it up the floor. His team up by 25, the Green Wave. Comes across the half line. He's going to take a little break. Gives it to Booker on the left wing. Bounces in the middle to Reed. Kicks it out to Butler. Those guys are not going to shoot it. Butler and Booker is going to do all the shooting. And on the rebound, we got a foul on Trent Lippold. I don't know why he does that. He's bigger than anybody out there. Why he needs to push to get the rebound. Unless he just lets them out hustling to the spot. Let's see, we got Ferguson checking in for the Dons and Torres. And Keelan Williams checks in for Malden. Yeah, Reed and McBride, they just penetrate and look for number 12 and number 35 is all they do. And if you come out, too many guys come out, they look for Anniser or Triplet down underneath the basket wide open. Butler with a wild shot, no good. And Lippold gets the rebound. Passes up ahead, bad pass. Nothing there, trying to make something out of nothing. Reed's going to fire a three, and it's good. That's I think, the first shot he's attempted in the game. And I'm not sure McBride had attempted one till he shot that layup a while ago. Barton with a nice drive. He's missed the shot. They're going to call the foul on the drive on Ontario Reed, his third. Minute 56 left in the third quarter. It's 55-27, Malden. Barton inbounds it to Lippold. Lippold's going to take it into the paint, and he shoots and scores. There was some of that in the first half before they got so far down. Butler lobs it in the corner to Williams. Williams back out to Reed. Thought about shooting another one. He just hit one in the corner. Now Williams shoots. His shot blocked by Clay Barton from behind. Barton will bring it up. Dribbles into the paint. Hands it off to Torres. He's open about 4 feet, and it won't go down. But Lippold gets the rebound, and he scores, and he's fouled. Let's see. That's 12 points in this quarter for Trent Lippold, and the Dons have scored 14. So I'm sure at halftime, Coach Nutt said, let's get the ball inside and use our height advantage. Now, why they didn't do it in the first half, I do not know. Lippold makes the three-point, finishes off the three-point play. He's got 13 now, all in this third quarter. 55-32. Butler open again, doesn't take it. Dribbles to the baseline, underneath the triplet, gets his man in the air. Missed it, but he tipped it up and in. Max Torres gives the ball to Clay Barton on the left wing. Gets a screen. Bounce pass to Lippold. Gets his man in the air and scores again. I mean, that looks easy enough. The trouble is the Dons can't hold him on the other end. Booker wide open in the corner, and he gets the three-pointer. And he's got 16 now, and he's got 8 on this quarter as well. Derek Ferguson drives in, shot up, no good, and guess who gets the rebound and scores again and is fouled again. It's 60-34, 28 seconds to go in the third quarter. Dons are playing a little better this quarter, but Malden has scored 25 points in this quarter, though. The Dons have scored, and they've still been outscored. They've scored 19. Trey Jackson comes in, and so does Cameron Kelly. Barton and Eddington check out. Lippold's free throws, good. Well, he has been shooting his free throws a lot better. 18 points in this quarter. 18 of the 19, 18 of the 20 the Dons have scored. Lippold gets a steal, and it's passed too far, and it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Dearman, who checked in. I didn't see him check in. It'll stay with the Dons with 13 and a half seconds to go. Well, the Dons were down 18 at the halftime and have played pretty good this third quarter on the offensive end, but now they're down by 23. Ferguson with it out front with 10 seconds to go. 8-7. Ferguson dribbles into the paint. Booker takes it away from him. Booker's going to stop, fire the three-pointer, and no good. 60-37. End of the third quarter. Malden leads the Dons. Be back in 1 minute. Fourth quarter. Listen to Dons on KYEC 88.3 FM. How come they don't ever throw us a shirt? They throw them to the same people all the time. I ain't buying them. Well, they took a point away from Doniphan on the, from Malden on the scoreboard. It's 59-37. And it's Malden's ball to start the third quarter, and we have a foul on Max Torres. 59-37. Dons have Ferguson, Torres, Kelly, Jackson, and Lippold out there. And it's McBride, Butler, Anniser, Booker not on the floor, Dearman, and Reed. Dearman picks up his dribble in a bad spot, gives it to Butler, hands it to Anniser. He puts it up, he missed it. Ball tipped around, Trent Lippold gets the rebound. Gives it to Max Torres. Torres dribbles down to the left wing, stops, bounces down to Lippold. Lippold goes in, nobody there to stop him, and he jump hook is good. And folks, I'm telling you, he could have done this the whole game. But why in the world the Dons didn't take it to him in the first half, I don't know. He did not score a point in the first half. Back at the other end, Butler from the free throw line. It's short, and Lippold playing a heck of a second half. He's getting everything that comes off the boards, and he scored 20 points in a little over 9 minutes. And drive to the basket, Ferguson, I guess, lost his balance. And Reed takes it to the other end, too hard. Rebounded by McBride, puts it up, and he scores. That's McBride's first bucket. He's been in there, I think, the whole game. 61-39. 22-point lead for Malden. Trey Jackson on the left wing. Gives it to Lippold out front. Going to take it down, throws up a wild shot too hard, and that's not where he needs to be. Taking it from the head of the key, trying to drive in. Butler dribbles down. He's going to bring it back out to the head of the key. Guarded by Kelly, or not guarded by, they're still in the zone, I think, but Kelly's going to pick up a foul. That is team foul number 4 on the Dons. Well, maybe 5. That might be 5. He put it on the wrong side, I think. Yeah, that's 5 on the Dons. 6:11 to go in the game. And Booker didn't stay on the bench very long. There he comes to the scores table, check back in. Dons are getting too close. Coach Halford's getting scared. It's 22 points with 6 minutes to go. Reed, another three-pointer. It's no good. Kelly gets the rebound. Hands it to Derek Ferguson. Ferguson goes behind the back a couple times. Hands the ball to Jackson. Three-pointer by Trey Jackson. It's no good. Ball tipped around. Ferguson gets the rebound, and it's knocked away by Reed and stolen. They got a 3-on-2. Over in the corner, Reed stops and shoots and scores. Even the Dons guards can't put the ball on the floor because them guys will take it away from them. And a bad pass, but it's run down before it goes out of bounds by Derek Ferguson. That pass was from Lippold. And he's at the free throw line. He needs to be down lower than that. Max Torres with a nice drive, and he lays it in. That's Max's first 2 points. 63-41. And Browns comes to McBride. Passes to Butler in the middle of the floor to Reed. Free throw line jumper, and boy, he's hot. He's got 7. He never scored. He didn't score the last time these two teams played. He's got 7 points now, all in the second half. Kelly gives it in the corner. Ferguson's open for 3. It's no good. And Lippold had the rebound. It's knocked out of his hands. It's picked up by Trey Jackson. Now let's take it back out front. Torres down low to Lippold, and he's pushed in the back by Dearman. That'll be their 5th team foul. First foul on Dylan Dearman. Keelan Williams and Chance Booker come back in. And McBride, I think, is going to get his first rest. I think this is the first time he's been out of the game. Him and Anniser both will check out. Derek Ferguson throws it in, lobs it out front to Lippold. And he's going to take it down, and we're going to have, he runs over Ontario Reed, but they call the foul on Dearman before he gets to Reed. And Reed took a little bit of punishment there for nothing. 5'7", maybe. I don't think he's that tall. I think he's maybe 5'5", if that. But boy, he is quick as a cat. 65-41. 24-point lead. Don's inbounded. Lippold going to take it down, throws it up, no good, and he's fouled again by Dearman. Dearman's picked up 3 fouls, and I think all 3 of them have been on this possession. And I think they're going to give him 2 shots on this one. That's a 16 foul. Dearman checks out. And no, I'm sorry, he doesn't. He's just coming over to talk to the coaches. Transfer free throw's good. That is 21 points in the second half for Lippold. Ferguson checks out. Jake Eddington in, and Clay Barton in, and Trey Jackson out. Another free throw make. 22 points. 65-43 with 4:35 left in the game. And it is a full timeout, so we'll take a 1-minute break, and we'll be back. Stay with us. For who? 23? I've been calling it Keelan Williams. I don't know if that's him or not. It's either Williams. I think it's Williams. I'm not sure. What was it? What was it on the JV? I don't know. I guess just mumble when you say his name. Well, the Dons have played a lot better in this half, but Malden has still outscored them by about 4 or 6 points, one or the other. I didn't get a good look at it. Dearman for 3, and it's good. And it's 68-35, lead right back to 25. It was 18 at halftime, so they've outscored the Dons by 7 now in this half. And the Dons, well, especially Lippold has played good, and Clay Barton makes a 3-pointer. He had a little time to look at that one, and he knocked it down. Pass to Williams, and I got the looking number 23. I'm not sure that's Williams because they don't have a 23 in the book, and I was calling him number 22's name, Keelan Williams. And you people that listen from Doniphan's not going to know the difference anyway, so I'm going to continue to call him Keelan Williams. And they had a foul on Trent Lippold, his second. Both teams will be in the bonus this last 3:54 of the game. Reed will inbound it to Butler. Let's see, Butler scored 19 in the first half. He's only got 5 in this half. Dearman, another 3-pointer. That's no good. And he's going to get his own long rebound. Fakes, gets Lippold in the air, and he puts it up. Another Lippold somehow or another gets it to go. And it's 70-46. Barton with a drive to the basket, and he gets one to roll over the lip of the rim and fall in. That's 10 points for Clay. 22-point lead. Don's in the full court pressure. Butler has the ball knocked away from behind. Don's going to get it. They didn't call a foul there. I thought they might. Max Torres backs it out to the wing. Gives it wide open underneath is Kelly, and a good pass from Jake Eddington. Cameron Kelly jumping up and down with his hands up, and that's the best way to do it. Don't holler. Jump up and down with your hands up so they can see. If you holler, they're going to hear you and see you real quick. And we got another foul on Cameron Kelly. Trey Jackson back in, replacing Max Torres, and it'll be a 1-on-1 for Deshaun Butler. He's got 24, and Booker's got 16. Make that 25. Free throw's good. Butler's a 6'5" senior and Booker's a 6'2" senior, so these guys will be gone next year. Second free throw rims in and out. Eddington gets the rebound. We got 3 minutes left in the game. Don's trail by 21. And we're going to have a foul on Deshaun Butler. And that'll be a 1-and-1 for Clay Barton now. Dons have already scored 33 points in this half, but they have given up 36. Barton makes the first free throw for the Dons. He has 11 points. He and Trent Lippold, the only two in double figures and the only two even close. This one's good. The Dons get it under 20 for the first time in a while, 71-52. And again, Butler just penetrates and leave Williams wide open. Barton for 3, and it's no good. Jake Eddington with a good offensive rebound. He's going to put it up, and looked like he got hit on the arm. No call by Booker. And Coach Nutt's asking the official. It looked like he got hit on the arm. Now the Donettes are down 69-38 at the end of the third quarter. Long three-pointer by Booker, no good. Reed with the offensive rebound, and he scores on the baseline. That one kind of fell into his lap, but pass down low. Lippold beats everybody down, lays it in again. Good no-look pass from Clay Barton. Don's in a 2-2-1. Butler just weaves his way in and out of traffic, and he's fouled from behind. And it'll be a 1-and-1 again. Cameron Kelly with his third. And that is 18 fouls, so it'll still be a 1-and-1. Michael Owens getting ready to check back in for the Dons. And he's going to replace Jake Eddington. 2:01 to go. It's 75-54 Malden. And Butler with 25 points stands at the free throw line. And the first one bounces around and falls through. This one rims out. And Dearman just pushed Lippold underneath the basket, but the Dons get the ball. Have got a break, and Lippold lays it in. Little give and go there, and back at the other end, Dearman had the shot, didn't take it, but he's going to end up getting the tip off the missed shot from Booker. Dearman's got 9 points, 7 in this half. 78-56. The Dons can't even get a messed up play by Malden. That was messed up bad, but they end up getting the tip in. Lippold is going to be called for a travel. He's working though. I give him credit. He's played a lot better this second half. Of course, first half, they didn't give him the ball much to do anything with it. Derek Ferguson and Jared Dutton and Jordan LaRue check in. Michael Owens and Trent Lippold stay on the floor. Malden can flat break that press. And we got subs coming in for Malden's first opportunity. Booker for 3 from the corner, no good. Dutton rebounds for the Don. Right up the middle of the floor. Got away with a carry, takes it all the way down, missed a shot. Lippold gets it, and he missed it. And then Dutton comes in and ties up Butler. The Dons fans don't like it because they called a jump. He did pull it out of there pretty quick, but Michael Owen back in for Lippold. And we got number 25, Dominic Townsend. Ty Miller. 45, Lonnie Hamilton with Williams. And who else stayed in there? Dearman. Be Don's ball on the alternating possession with 1:05 to go. They're down by 22. Inbounds pass to Ferguson. Left elbow jumper, line drive shot, no good. Tipped up by Jared Dutton, and it goes in. Tipped it with one hand that went up there and went in. Dons also have Alex Sturgeon in the ball game. Miller out front, gives it to Dearman. Made a couple of shots, missed a three-pointer. And Owens gets the rebound, and Malden fouls him. It's on Townsend. And why Malden's fouling right here, I don't know. But when you put subs in that don't get to play very much, that will happen sometimes. And it will be Michael Owen at the free throw line. He's got 2 points. 43.5 seconds to go. So the Dons are going to fall to 7 and 12 on the year and have a few days off before they play Neelyville. Even though they're 7 and 11, they've played a super tough schedule. And they still got a chance to win the OFC or at least be conference co-champs. And Jared Dutton gets a steal. He's got to run out. Lays it up and he missed it. Looking for the foul, he missed it. Ball tipped back to Owens, bounces down low to Sturgeon. He goes up and his shot blocked by Townsend. And it'll stay. That's when you got to just go down there and shoot. He kept looking over his shoulder. There were 3 Malden players coming. But he had them all outrun if he'd have just went down and shot the layup, and he ended up missing it. And bounce pass comes to LaRue, and it's knocked away from him by Williams. Williams goes down and dunks it. Slam dunk. Makes it 80-58. Dutton gives it to Ferguson. Ferguson dribbles into the paint, and he puts it up. It's partially blocked. They're going to call a foul with 8 seconds to go. Hamilton's going to pick that one up. And I think it'll be 2 shots for Ferguson with 8 seconds to go, 8.2. And he missed the first one. One dribble and bam, shoot it. Just don't take our time. Even though the game's out of reach, you still should be practicing your free throws. He makes the second one. That's Ferguson's first point. Malden inbounds it, and the clock's going to run out. Our final score is going to be 80-59. The Green Wave wins it over the Dons. Ended up being a 21-point win. It was an 18-point game at halftime. Dons played better, but they just seem to can't get it done against Malden. 80-59 is our final. We'll be back in 2 minutes to wrap things up here from Doniphan. Stay with us.